All right, tips, tricks, and all that good stuff here on the fretboard. I'm recording this right after my other two videos, so same gear, same lighting, all that good stuff. I'm going to show off a couple shapes here that can further improve your playing and maybe get a different sound if you're looking for something different. It's going to be on the treble strings. It's going to be taking into account the first three strings, and hopefully by the end of this we can hopefully glue everything together. That's what I'm trying to do is just kind of glue everything together. So if we take our bar chord shape, right, we know this is going to be a G major chord, right? But we can do what I like to call the mini bar chord. So the root notes, sixth string and the first string are to be the same, right? They're the same note. If we do the mini bar chord, because I'm barring the first two strings and I'm grabbing that with my middle finger, still going to be a G chord, right? Now, if we do a different shape, this could sound different because it could be a different chord, but I promise you we'll glue it together. I don't know what to call this shape, but we're kind of bunk bending our two fingers here, a ring finger and a pinky, and then again only the first three strings here. It's going to be a C major chord because now our root note is going to be on the third string. But like I said, I played those two chords, C and G, because they work well together. And if you notice, we're still utilizing the third fret of the first string here. Because again, if we make up a major chord, it's going to be a root, third, and its fifth. C and G work well together. Well, why is that? Because they're overlapping each other, right? So if you're soloing in the key of C or G, you can utilize these hot spots down here if you want. You don't have to make this full chord, right, and play it while you're soloing. You don't have to do that. But if you can just get in this frame of mind of like, okay, where are my hot spots of C and G? They're over here, right? Also, we can bring in, it's just a variation of this bar chord shape, right? It's going to be this almost the same thing here of that, right? Because this is the same thing. So it's going to sound just a little bit different. But we can utilize this string. So again, when you're soloing, we can grab all those things together. Boom, 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 boom. There's so many notes here that we can grab. But I'm going to count them actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes. Yes, they're overlapping and some of them are going to be the same note technically, right? But they're different pitches, so it's going to sound all well and good. And again, these shapes are movable, right? The root note is this going to be for this shape, it's going to be on your G string. And then your root note for the mini bar chord is going to be on the first string. So it's all about knowing what key you're in. It's all about knowing what your root is, and it's all about trusting these shapes, because at the end of the day, it's all going to come together, right? It may seem wacky on its own, but all together, hopefully you can start to see that it's all connected. And that's a little bit of how the cage system is. And don't quote me because I don't know the in-depthness of the cage system, but I know kind of what it is. It's just shapes. That's all it is shapes. Okay, and maybe in the part, what is this, part 4 or part 5, I don't know, maybe in the next part we can talk a little bit about the cage system. But again, I'm trying to make this video short and sweet so there's not a lot to throw at you and you can go back and pause it and all that good stuff. So hopefully this helped you out. I'm trying to think of any other things we can talk about before I end this video, but I don't know, I think I'm gonna end it there. We're slowly working our way to actually soloing, right? We'll get there, I promise you that. Maybe already you can start to see these shapes connect, and again, knowing what key you're in and your hot spots to where you can actually solo. But the inner details of like how to solo, we'll definitely get there. I'm not the greatest lead player. I think I can hold my own a little bit, but I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna go fast and do all those crazy stuff. But we can talk about bending and sliding and all that good stuff in another video. So hopefully that helped you out. Yeah, that's it. Have a good one.